to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and will be underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Tigers offense will get first crack at it today. Harlan Berry, he's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. The run inside. It's Berry. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
I think one thing LSU fans want to see right out the gate with this Lane Kiffin offense, can we get some balance? Durham's been here for a couple of years. You've seen some high moments, Palmer, but like they need to get this run game going. They brought in a bunch of offensive linemen in the portal, and especially a big boy over there at left tackle. Interested to see if they can get that run game going.
They should be able to get it going, too, at LSU, because when you think about Lane Kiffin's offenses back at Ole Miss, I know everybody talks about them throwing the football, but they were always able to run it, too. And you think about guys like Quinshon Judkins and Kejuan Lacey, they always had a dude back there giving the offense balance. Running the ball successfully is something that I expect we're going to see in Baton Rouge this season. A lot of opportunities for the running backs this year.
We knew coming in that they wanted to push the ball down the field, and they waste no time getting at it.
And I love that, man. I love being aggressive early, setting a tone, sending a message to my team. Listen, we're going to attack down the field. You better be ready for it. This offense comes out, gets the big completion way down the middle of the field.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Dropping back, it's Levin. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to escape and get it himself. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Using his legs, it's Berry. Might have a chance. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Harris. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They marched 78 yards down the field, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bulldogs offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And now to run the offense is Blake Baker. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David, and I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for space. It's Berry. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Back to throw. It's Levin. Here comes the heat. Finds his tight end. Got room at the 35. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Rush is on him. He's got it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal.
Touchdown, LSU! Makes the grab inbounds!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Pocket breaking down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Here's the heat. It's complete on the right side. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Off the RPO, complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Hauls it in, looking for space. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On the option. He'll toss it. Finding some room. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Watkins. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Sets up the screen. Turning it on. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. Running inside, it's Miller. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the grab, it's Wilkerson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Baker. Makes the grab. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
He's brought down at the 36-yard line. Second down.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Red pass, it's complete. There he goes. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Bulldogs look to keep this drive humming. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. He's got his man. Pulled down for the tackle.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's fourth down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The run inside. It's Berry. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
Looking downfield, it's Levitt. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man to the left. Runs through a man. He might have space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, it's Baker. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It'll be third and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Maybe a crease. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. He's going to run it. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Right back to the well. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Motion from the wideout. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running inside. It's Durham. Makes a pass to Marker. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Levitt. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And when you get closer to this area near the red zone and closer inside the 5 like you are here, it's tough to throw certain routes, right? Like, you need to throw those slants. You need to throw those fades. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hands really, really quickly because you know you're going to get some pressure from that defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It is good! And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield very late in the half. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. That's caught. It's Wilkerson. Got the first down with the throw, and he'll get more after taking that shot. It'll be a roughing penalty. That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Pressure coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Fires to the big fella. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Never a doubt.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's start with Texas, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Louisiana Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. To throw, it's Baker. Complete. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. The run inside. It's Miller. And he should have enough for a Louisiana Tech first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working that left side now. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do out there.
Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Tight end now in motion. The give to Caden Durham. Picks up the first down. Oh, he's got some space. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football.
And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, LSU.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And he added the extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. Grabbed behind the line, it's Miller. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. The give on the counter. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Caught behind the line. It's Harris. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Handoff, Caden Durham. Crosses the 30. Here's a little room there. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Caden Durham again. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 30. It'll be first down.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Runs through the tackle. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Wide receiver going in motion. Snags it, and there's running room. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Fires to the right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Makes the grab in their space. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. LSU lining up 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Hall. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is the definition of complementary football. Your defense takes the ball away, and the offense turns those takeaways into touchdowns. Fantastic run, great vision, but this has been so good. Their defense staying aggressive, getting the takeaways, and the offense capitalizing, David, with big plays.
And I wish I could say there was complementary football on the other side. They've complemented each other, and they both stunk. Like both sides have... And turning the football over, not scoring, like dug yourself a huge hole in this football game. They better find something quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On the ground with the counter. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Could not make his way to the corner.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
And he make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Line getting set on 2nd down. The give on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass, it's Baker. Going downfield for the big play. Leaping grab for a big gain. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Leaves it with the back. And some room to work. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play.
There's a crease. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with a GPS and a slide rule. Can they finally get touchdown Bulldog? The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Here's Lewis to throw. Quickly complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his...
Maybe some room here. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Across the 45. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Gets the back moving. Lewis wants to pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis makes a catch. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Under fire, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Tigers! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick. Breaks into the open. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Finds space on the right. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play. And here they come again. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Still on his feet at the 45. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 for the offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running inside. It's Brooks. There's some room. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting